All right, guys, we are live here on YouTube. What's going on, guys? Going to be doing these lives as we get closer to the season, answering your questions. Today, we're talking breakouts. I'm going to do 2 lives going at once. I'm actually going to be doing Instagram as well, answering questions simultaneously. We're talking breakouts. So let me get Instagram going here, guys, and see if I can share this link, guys, with Discord as well. So give me a second. Bear with me, guys. Everybody starts coming in. Let's copy that link. What's up, guys? Welcome to the community. We're going to be talking fantasy football breakouts. Excited to dive into guys like Damian Pierce. We're going to be talking Alec Pierce. A lot of Pierces going on here. I'm just sending this to Discord, guys. Discord, and then we'll be good to go. And then I'm going to get Instagram live as well. What's up, YouTube? What's going on, guys? I'm going to make sure you guys turn on notifications because we're going to be doing this every single night. Because, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to hang out, go grab a drink, go grab a beverage, go grab some chips or something healthy. You don't want chips, so that's not really healthy. Go grab something, and we're going to get rocking here. Let me just post this to Discord and we'll get this going. We are live. What's going on? How is everyone doing? Everyone's good. Tattoo Destroyer in the house. I see tattoos in the house. I want to see some regulars here. Make sure you guys turn on notifications. All right. So Discord has been notified. I will also go on Instagram live here. One sec. I got to get everything set up, guys. I can't do this if I'm not set up. Let's get to some questions, guys. Yeah, FFC 20, guys, for Hooters. Why is everybody doing the gritty? I hate that dance. It's such an ugly dance. All right, one sec here. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's switch that. All right, we're going live on Instagram as well. We're hitting the live button. All right. We're more prepared today. We're going to get some questions. What's going on, guys? Let's get to some questions. We're live here on Instagram. We're live here on YouTube every night, 9 o'clock. Set your time, set your PVR, set your recorder, set your timer, and tell Siri that we're going to be doing live with the counselor because we love fantasy football. We're going to be talking fantasy football all year long. So it's important, guys, here on the #1 fantasy football podcast and channel and influencer that you guys are in tune, guys. So, yeah, we're going to be going live answering your questions here at 9 o'clock. I'm on YouTube. We're having another battle, YouTube versus Instagram, hearts versus likes. I want to see more likes here. I want to see more hearts here. I also want to make this interactive, so we got a lot of questions to answer. Leave your questions below. What's up? I'm going to shut everybody out. What's up, Carlos? Who's winning the preseason game? I'm so busy with content that I don't even have time, literally, guys, to watch the game right now. Barkley looked good, man. Barkley looked good. Caught a ball. Looked good. You know, Counselor, I'm about to need draft advice. Get 16-round draft solution, link in the bio. Penny hurt again. Yes, it was a groin thing. YouTube, you guys are in here. Hit those thumbs up. Let's get it up to 50 thumbs up before we even start this show. So thumbs up are important, guys. Gets the message out. I'm going to answer your questions. Someone says, I love Hooters. They have the best wings. Guys, if you use code FFC20 at Hooters, that's FFC20, you can save yourself on your order, delivery or takeout. That's FFC for Fantasy Football Counselor 20. Save yourself 20%. All right, guys, I'm going to get to your questions here. If you haven't gotten before you get into this, if you haven't gotten 16 rounds, I mean, I'm wearing the shirt, guys. I don't know how to make this more clear to you guys. 16 rounds. I wouldn't be wearing a shirt with a lion on it with a claw if I didn't believe in it. So it works. This is not like what draft solution has a lion and a claw and is serious. I mean, this is like serious stuff here, right? So let's get to your questions here. We're going to rock this live out. Is AJ Dillon a good RB3? No, AJ Dillon is an RB4 and up because if you're going robust RB, you should have your 3 running backs, and AJ Dillon will be a 4th running back. Okay. So to answer your question, I like AJ Dillon. He's the RB1 on his team. Yes, drop the wow shock face. If you look at him statistically last year, guys, AJ Dillon was the RB1. Look, it's in my head. It's all up here. 187 attempts. Or was it essentially? Yeah, 187 attempts to 171, if I stand corrected there. more touchdowns. He had 5 rushing touchdowns. Aaron Jones had 4 rushing touchdowns. I got this number in my head, guy. I'm not joking. And rushing yards as well. I think he had like 4 more rushing yards did A.J. Dillon. So the point I'm trying to make is that I would be cautious about Aaron Jones, okay? That's it. Tattoo Destroyer is saying Pats are winning. Okay, good. Pats are winning. Great. I mean, that's another thing, man. I don't like it when you're in preseason, you have time to run your team, even for a couple drives, maybe, a couple plays, even. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And you're sitting your starters. Like, let them play a couple snaps. I mean, if they get hurt on the first play of preseason, then they suck. I don't know how to tell you this. Like, it's just sheer bad luck, and it just wasn't meant to be. Play your starters. Let them get out there. Let them get a feel for the pace of the season. Let them get a feel for the pace of the offense. There's been changes on all teams. There's new offenses. There's new coordinators. There's new coaches. There's new quarterbacks. There's new running backs. There's new O-line men. There's new defensive linemen. There's new cornerbacks. Let them get out there and feel the game. And as for you, YouTube, I'm very disappointed with you. 25 thumbs up. That's actually literally like embarrassing, because I'm seeing way more. Well, I'm not even seeing hearts on Instagram. Everyone's sleeping tonight. Like, are you guys like all like drunk watching the game or something? Like, come on, guys, let's go. Like, let's get the hearts going. Let's get the likes going. Let's get the questions going. I don't see the questions moving. I don't see the likes going. I don't see the hearts going. Guys, I'm dedicating my time here away from my kids to come out here to you guys, because you guys are my other kids. And you guys are big babies here, fantasy babies. So I'm here to help you guys out. And I don't even get a thumbs up. That's pretty sad, guys. My feelings are hurt. How many running backs should I have on my team? I'd say around 5 to 6, depending on how many you start. If I start 2, I got 5, at least 5 or 6. I like to have 6 all the time. I like Christian Watson this year. I do. I still believe Christian Watson is going to be the guy. Ross, there's so many wide receivers to choose from. Not many running back. Yeah, absolutely, man. Tons of depth at wide receiver, guys. There goes Lou Watson giving me 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many thumbs up. I appreciate that, Lou. Leave a thumbs up there, guys. 37 thumbs up. I'm very sad. This is very sad. Let's pick it up here. Let's get to your questions. Again, if you haven't gotten 16 rounds, guys, grab 16 round drafts. Use code TUBE20 if you're on YouTube. Use IG20 if you're on Instagram. Okay. Laviska Chenault, I have no interest. Jamar Chase is good value. Early round 3. Jamar Chase is coming off round 1. I don't know what to tell you. I have the first pick. My plan is to go JT, then Saquon and Brees. Absolutely. I like that plan. Sounds good. Yeah. And if you're not on Patreon, Tattoo Destroyer saying, if you're not on Patreon, patreon.com/FF Counselor, join the fantasy front lines. I actually got my shirt in today. It's in the wash right now. I got my general shirt in, so it's pretty exciting. Is Kenny Galladay going undrafted? I don't know about undrafted, but he's definitely off the radar, John. Definitely off the radar. Drew says, should I use sneaky 7 strategy, or should I stack up on RB depth and then take Russell Wilson later? Part of sneaky 7 is getting Russell Wilson there. You can still go 4 running backs. You can get yourself 2 wide receivers and Russell Wilson. So that's still sneaky 7, Drew. I don't know what you're talking about here. You're still getting that ace quarterback as part of the 7. What do you think about Alec Pierce? He's on all my rosters. Alec Pierce is one of those guys on all my rosters. He's my ride or die kind of guy. Etienne or Brees, that's easy, man. I'm going Brees all the way. Just a better player. It's that simple. In an auction draft keeper, I want to set up my RBs with Henry and Harris and my rookie London. I like Drake London a lot. I'm going Chase in the first, fine, as long as I follow up with good running backs. I mean, you're going to miss on an ace running back though by going Chase. And again, there's tons of depth at wide receiver, so you might want to wait on that, right? What QBs are looking at in Dynasty? I don't know, man. The thing is, there's a lot of question marks, guys, at the quarterback position. You still want to try to get your ace quarterbacks. Obviously, Herbert, if you can get him in Dynasty still, that's great. If you're looking at strictly young rookie, second-year players, I mean, I got this weird feeling that Justin Fields could do well, but I don't think his offensive weapons are set. And the thing about it is, Zach Wilson, there's question marks. I actually like Davis Mills. Again, similar situation, doesn't have the offensive weapons. I like Davis Mills to shine, and again, depends. Do you have to get a rookie as a dynasty, or is there still other guys available, right? What's up, Adam? Thank you. Thank you for the sponsorship there. Should I still go should I still go RB heavy in the draft? Absolutely, man. Absolutely go RB heavy in the draft. I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't secure the most scarce position other than just being crazy. Like you have to. Listening to the sheep talking down on David Montgomery. David Montgomery's bagged up. A little inside information here. This is why you guys are here, because you guys get some inside information. There's more inside information in the Patreon group, patreon.com/FF Counselor. But the thing about it, guys, is when you are looking at David Montgomery, I just messaged a guy, I can't say who. All I gotta say is inside information. I got a text message that David Montgomery will be fine. He was a little banged up, but he will be fine. I think it's gonna be a bit of a committee there with Herbert a little bit. And yeah, other than that, I think he'll be okay based on the injury today. Kelsey was a top 5 pick last year. Can Sheep says, why is he dropped so far this year? It's just people are into the wide receivers. You know, there's Cooper Kupp, there's Jamar Chase, there's Jefferson. You know, people are into Taylor. They're into everything that happened last year all over again. So, you know, Kelsey, you know, he is due for, yeah, he's due for getting hurt. The tattoo read my mind. You know, he's speaking like, you know, he knows what I'm going to say before I'm saying it. But there's also a chance that he could really shine this year with those 159 freed up targets. So more volume could be going Kelsey's way as well. You know what I mean? Brees versus ATN versus Dylan. Brees, 100%. Dylan, you can get a little bit later. What's up, yo? Zeke might be washed. Listen, Zeke got smoked today by a hit, but doesn't mean he's washed up, guys. Let's give this guy some credit. Let's leave some thumbs up here, guys, on YouTube, where I'm not going to be answering questions. Okay, let's leave some thumbs up. Need some thumbs up, guys. Really helps this video. Gets more people in here. Are you going to make an updated list on 69? It is, you know, it's pretty updated. I got to just go over a couple things, tweak them. It's still pretty solid, man. Just check the updated notes and check the latest mock draft and the last video. Okay, some ADPs have changed. There are some notes updated, but I'm going to go over it one more time here. But it looks, I think it's still pretty solid, man. Other than like a variance of 1 or 2, okay? A couple players here and there, but it should still be solid. It is solid, actually. Counselor, LFG, what's up? Last late round RB, Saquon, Mixon, Javonte. As long as you stack Javonte with another RB1 later. I mean, you know, say obviously Javante's falling to round 2, but you can still, you know, if you don't get him on the 12, 13 turn, you're not getting Javonte, period. And we already heard Melvin Gordon's banged up. So let's keep going here. Guys, a little more thumbs up here. That's really sad. Treylon Burks, Alec Pierce. That's a tough question. Man, I mean, Treylon Burks, there's a lot of pressure for the young guy to be the wide receiver 1. That's the issue, right? Whereas Alec Pierce is coming in, and you could say he's the wide receiver 3, but I know he's easily the wide receiver 2 because Paris Campbell sucks. And we're not even sure if Michael Pittman can handle the wide receiver 1 role. So again, when I'm looking at this, guys, I'm seeing a guy like Alec Pierce. I'm seeing a plug and play, right? And Treylon Burks, a plug and play. But I'm seeing a better quarterback situation with Alec Pierce. This is a tough one, Craig. You know, you got me stumped there. Let's put it this way. I've got Alec Pierce in all my leagues. So I've got Treylon Burks stock as well, but I've got more Alec Pierce. So go with that. Adam Thielen or Drake London. You know, that's a tough one. Depending on who my wide receiver was drafted just before. If you go like Amon-Ra St. Brown or Mooney, you can still go Drake London there, man, at like 5 or 6. 12-person league. I personally do like Drake London a lot. I think the ceiling is there. They don't have another wide receiver, and Drake London is the 1, where Thielen is theoretically the 2, but still very safe and reliable. Will Trey Lance be good this year? Man, I don't know. I mean, he's got the weapons. I don't see any reason why not. I'm just not really high on him at all. YouTube thumb up, not option on mobile. I don't have it. Okay, well, try your best, guys, if you can leave a thumb up. It really helps me, guys, here on YouTube. Okay, it gets the message across. Let's keep going here with some questions. Who do I take at the 101? I'm all in on Henry. I'm riding the Henry train. I'm riding it to, you know, all the way either to crash or to thrive. I'm riding the Derrick Henry train. I'm factoring in a regression, guys, an easy regression, an obvious regression for you know, Jonathan Taylor. That's pretty obvious. So I'm going to go with the higher ceiling Derrick Henry this year. Even Najee's up there with high value. Ceiling. Kyle Pitts in the 3rd. Absolutely. I think he's going to get a ton of volume. I wouldn't even mind stacking him and Drake London as well. What are some good late first round options? Again, I talked about it. Saquon, Mixon, Javante Chase, guys like that. Try to go running back, okay? What's up? Thomas, thank you, man. You think Albert could be a sleeper? Albert the tight end. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, guys. Albert the tight end. Albert Ukuwabanam. I can't even pronounce Rudy Gobert. I call him Rudy Gobert. Uh, what's that, guys? Water break. I just did a podcast before this. I was yelling. We were doing running back sleepers. Let me answer this question, Thomas. I think Albert is a sleeper. They've got a lot of options there, man. Just too many options. I don't think the volume is going to be there for Albert. Okay, that's my prediction. You touching any RBs out of Seattle? Yeah, man. Walker. I'm all over Walker. Walker's my guy. Kenneth Walker's my guy. Okay. I'll tell you why he's my guy in 1 second. I just want you guys to do me one favor. It's free and it takes 2 seconds. Turn on notifications to my Instagram, guys. It's just by turning on a bell, and turn on notifications to YouTube, guys. That's all I ask. Okay. And get 16 rounds, because that's going to help you guys. Okay. Link in the bio, 16 round drafts. Google it, grab it, and use code TUBE20 to save 20%. Use IG20 to save 20%. But turn on notifications, guys. Very, very important. I'm going to be crushing it all year long here on the lives. Going to be doing more lives with you guys. We can come out here. We can chill together, guys, every evening, talking about what we love more than anything else, which is fantasy sports. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody here. Love you guys. Okay. Appreciate it. Is Wilson a good pickup? Are we talking? Oh, by the way, let's get back to the Kenneth Walker. Yes. Russell Wilson's a good pickup. Getting back to this question here, Kenneth Walker, I just included him in my sleeper video. And the thing about it is, he was a workhorse in college. Penny's already banged up with a groin injury. Like, the season hasn't even started. Like, Penny will not make the season. Like, I don't know how else to tell you this. It's the Walker show. That's the bottom line. It's the Walker show. Period. Done. Like, I don't even know what to tell you. This has been brought to you by Manscaped. Yeah, manscaped.com, shower line 20. If you guys have not, whoa, there goes my phone. There goes Instagram Live. I lost Instagram Live. I was trying to get my underwear. Guys, if you haven't gotten shower line 20, guys, get the underwear. Manscaped.com. Look at the nice packaging on this. Shower line 20. Anything on Manscaped, you can save yourself, guys, 20%. Some of the stuff's already discounted, so you get yourself an additional 20%. Go treat yourself, guys. Manscaped.com, shower line 20. And DM me, guys. Let me know how it works out for you, because I'm actually wearing these underwear right now. Not this underwear, like, it's super comfortable. Manscaped.com, shower line 20. Thank you, Tattoo Destroyer, for shutting them out. Let's keep going here. Should I trade Keenan Allen for Breece Hall and Drake London? Yes. Yes, you should do that right now. Colton Stevens, go do that right now. Activate the mechanism of action and go do that right now. I love the ceiling of both those guys, and you're getting a possible RB1, and there's tons of depth at wide receiver, and a Drake London could be a huge breakout. So yes. And I've kind of steered off topic. Isn't the topic supposed to be breakouts here? So we've kind of talked about Walker. I'm just so excited, guys. I'm thinking football. I'm watching preseason over there. I've got a game there. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on there. I'm focused on this. I'm giving myself a hand massage here. I've got this. It's like a Chinese finger massager here. I don't know if you guys seen this before. It's actually very stimulating. No, this is not a sponsor at all. I actually got this a long time ago, sitting there, with my other pile of stuff here. It's a finger massager. It's pretty, I'm all into the reflexology and the massaging and stuff like that. Not like Deshaun Watson massaging. Obviously, not the Deshaun. Hold on. Let me stand correct. Not the Deshaun Watson type allegation massages. Okay. And none of that. Okay. I do like foot reflexology. I like back massages. And that's as far as it goes. None of the allegations of the back, none of that stuff. I don't want to get into that. Okay. All right. Let's continue on here with your questions here. But this is actually a finger massager. It actually goes on your finger and massages you. It's actually kind of painful, but it's actually very stimulating. Don't ask. It's a bit of a fidget thing. When I'm doing fantasy football all the time, it's a fidget thing. All right. Finger massage. All right. Let's keep going here. I have special requests. Notice that your outro music in your videos is significantly louder than the content in your videos. Can you turn it down? Thank you for the feedback. That was an old video, and I just haven't done a new video, and I just throw it at the back. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take out that outro. I'm gonna fix that. Thank you. Again, I got so many things on the go. That's one thing I got to work on. I'm actually updating my cover art on the YouTube channel as well. One thing at a time, guys. It's just a lot of stuff on the go. I got the design team to change that. So thank you. That's a good point. Does oh my God, there's some people asking now a different type of questions. Absolutely crazy. Let's stick to the fantasy football questions. Who should I draft take at 18 if Saquon isn't there? Um, at 18. So I'm guessing what is this? At I guess that's a second round turn. I'm guessing you're talking about. I would try to go Javonte Williams, man. I would try to go Javonte Williams there. Love your picks. Thank you guys. If you got 16 rounds, you guys are gonna win your leagues. I assure you guys are gonna win your leagues. Okay. Let's keep going here. Any other questions here? Some more thumbs up here, YouTube. You guys are letting me down. Saying AJ Dillon is RB1 is silly. Aaron Jones missed games last year. He only missed a few games. CMC is RB2 because of Chuba. What? Hubbard has more rushing attempts. Yeah, you know what? That doesn't make sense because CMC was out for the whole season and Aaron Jones missed a few games. Okay. That was it. And Dillon, Dillon is very capable. Okay. Who has the most what's that? Who has been the most have player you have been drafting and why? That's a good question. That's a good question, Mr. Lakers. Mr. Lakers, who is the must-have player you've been drafting? I've been drafting a lot of players that are on my radar. Obviously, you know my set of running backs that I like early on, Saquons, Henrys, Najee's of the world. The must-have player that's been kind of on all my teams has really been like Alec Pierce later. I've been really targeting him. I got a lot of Kenneth Walker stock as well. I just think the value is good for a potential RB1. I've got a lot of Justin Herbert stock as well. Okay. Appreciate it. Nicholas, was that? Nicholas Bocklage. Hey, big fan. What do you think of Brees Hall? Leave a thumbs up and I'll answer that. And again, if you guys are joining in, turn on notifications. We're going to be doing this 9 p.m. every time. What do I think of Brees Hall? We're talking breakouts here. Brees Hall is due for a major breakout. Did some mathematical calculations in my head. Not in my head, but I was actually writing it down. And if you look at Michael Carter last year, he had 147 attempts. He's definitely taken a decline this year. Let's factor in that let's see, it goes to 100 attempts. So that's 47 attempts right there for Brees Hall. So let's say 50 attempts. Brees Hall is getting 50 attempts no matter what. Okay. Let's just say Michael Carter goes down to 100. And then there was all these bottom feeder running backs that had over 140, 150 plus attempts. That's all going towards Brees Hall's way. So now we're at 200 attempts for Brees Hall. And you got to factor in that they're going to want to run the ball more with Brees Hall. You factor in some receptions as well. You factor in the amazing talent, the goal line work. You got yourself a solid running back situation. That's what I think of Brees Hall. Huge breakout. So Kenneth Walker, Brees Hall in for a huge position to break out. Also, Dameon Pierce in for a huge position to break out as well, as I do not believe in Marlon Mack. Okay, guys? So that's what I think. Are you grabbing Jamar Chase? I haven't. I'm just too tempted to go running back at his current ADP. Do you think Julio Jones is worth a stash in fantasy football this year? Too many mouths to feed there. I just don't see the volume being there. Okay. I really, really don't. Keep dropping the hearts, guys. Turn on notifications and get 16 rounds, guys. Let's keep going. Is Chubb due for a Henry type season? It's very possible, but there's talk what Jimmy Garoppolo is going to end up there. It's a different offense. It's a totally different situation for Chubb. He's had his share of injuries in the past. A lot of running backs have. I get it. And then we're not sure what's going on with Kareem Hunt. If Hunt is gone, obviously Chubb gets an increase, but he always needs a complimentary back with him. Chubb does, right? He always needs that receiving pass catching back. And I just don't know if the volume is going to be there like a Derrick Henry. So, very possible, but Chubb really isn't on my radar. Is Saquon early round 2 in 8th or 10th a reach? No, I think Saquon Barkley is primed for a workload. He's a workhorse running back. There's only 8 or 9 workhorse running backs. I don't see any reason why I would be scared to take him. You always get a backup. Don't always, I had Saquon Barkley. I won my league. I won a league last year. It's a huge, huge league. And I had Saquon in round 1. I went Najee round 2. I had Justin Herbert on that roster, Amon St. Brown, other great receivers that were sleepers, right? Because there's a ton of depth at wide receiver, guys. Don't be afraid. There's a ton of depth at wide receiver. You don't have to be afraid if you get Saquon. Load up a couple other running backs and then load up some sleeper running backs as well. But bounce back Saquon, right? Any chance Russell Wilson becomes a top 3 or 4 quarterback? Yeah, absolutely. I think Russell Wilson has a massive year. That's why I love him in fantasy this year as an ace quarterback after the 8th, 9th round. So absolutely love Russell Wilson. I think the talent is phenomenal. I think the opportunity is great. Absolutely love Russell Wilson this year. Do I prefer Herbert earlier in round 4? Yes, I'm tempted to get him, and I've got Herbert in round 4 and 5 this year. But Russell Wilson, I would not be afraid. Again, you got to make a decision. So on that 4th turn, let's say you're drafting 12th, you're looking at a Herbert, right? If you don't get Herbert in the 4th, he's unlikely coming back in round 5 in a 12-person league. That's a decision you got to make. Do I want to go another wide receiver there after my robust RB at 4, or do I want to get Herbert and then start grabbing wide receivers after? That's a decision you guys ultimately have to make. But again, I run through this all in a full mock draft in 16 rounds. I walk through all of this, guys. I hold your hand in 16 rounds. I live and breathe this stuff, guys. I know what's up. I know how to make sure your roster is optimal, and I make sure of that in 16-round drafts. So again, use code TUBE20, save yourself 20%. Go grab it right now. Just Google 16-round draft solution. It's there. Watch the video. Hopefully I see you guys in the community, all right? Let's keep going here. Let's keep rocking some questions. Again, all I ask here tonight, guys, it's a small favor. Thumbs up, hearts, and make sure you guys turn on notifications. Appreciate you guys taking my time out here to get to as many people as I can. I appreciate you guys. Absolutely blessed to have an audience and to be in the position that I'm in to offer a real advice, not the BS stuff that you're getting from the Kinshipsis guys. Real advice here. Captain Obvious, 16 rounds discount IG20 if you're on Instagram. Link in the bio, IG20. If you're on YouTube, use Tube20, just so I know where it's coming from. It just helps me for my numbers. Okay. Just got 16 rounds. Adam, congrats, man. Welcome. Dive in, and I encourage you guys to watch the videos. Go through the content, make some notes. You guys are gonna be rock solid going into the draft. Okay. Hope you're not talking about Jonathan Taylor. I like Jonathan Taylor, man. I really do. The problem with Jonathan Taylor, again, is we got to factor in a regression. How much of a regression? I don't know. History shows us that running backs, guys, this is very important. I'm looking at the camera when I'm talking. History shows us that the last time a running back finished 2 years in a row was 2002, 2003, Priest Holmes. Okay. So that's the bottom line. Jay, man, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Jay is taking priority here. So let's answer his question here because he's paid for it. So let's get to this question. I'm sure I can get Breece Hall on the 2 or 3 turn. Okay. If I can't get Saquon at 2 and 3 turn, who do I get? Who do I get at the 4 and 5 turn? I plan on going Russ and Drake in 6 and 7. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on here, man. Again, I answer this in the 60-round draft solution. So 2 and 3 turn. Again, Jay, can you clarify what position you're drafting from? Because that's going to make a difference, right? 2 and 3 turn, right? Again, what position are you drafting from? Are you late? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, are you right at the end? I'm guessing you're right at the end of 2 and 3 turn. Is Javonte available? That's my question. Is Javonte going to be available? Or you've got the first pick, so you're coming back around. Okay, I got you now. I got you. I'm trying to visualize this. It's unlikely that Javonte is going to fall. You're probably going to be looking. You're definitely going to go Breece Hall on the 2 and 3 turn because he's not coming back when on the other coming back around. So you could go Breece Hall there. You could do a Zeke Breece stack there if you really want. Because again, there's other wide receivers there you may not be interested in. You might go, there's a Diggs there. Try to get the best running backs available at that point. Again, Zeke, Montgomery, he's already been banged up. There's talk about a committee there, but still another option as well. It's tough. I mean, you're going to get your Taylor, Henry, or someone like that early, which you're going to be solid with, right? Also see if there's, if it's a tight end league that's 1.5 points, you may want to consider a Pitts here, right? And so if the tight ends are worth more. So really look at the best players available. And he's going Russ and Drake at 6 and 7. I get that. The 4 or 5 turn coming back here. Let's talk about this, Jay. 4 or 5 turn. This is where you want to consider probably getting ace wide receiver. You could look at Cooks there as well. Or if you want a Herbert there and then come back and go. See, if you go 4 at Herbert, right? And then you can come back and get your 2 wide receivers, whether it be Drake and Cooks or Drake and Mooney or someone like that. That's when you go that turn, right? And then you get Herbert at 4. So that's what I would do. I'd probably go Herbert at 4, then stack 2 wide receivers after you've gotten those running backs. Does that make sense? There's a lot of information there, right? And again, all this is in the 16 round draft. So hopefully I answered that question. Tight ends early or late, who? Again, guys, when I wait on tight end, I'm stacking. I'm stacking Tunyon with Higbee or Brait or there's a ton of late tight end options. Again, I go over all this in the 16 round draft session. If you're waiting on tight end, guys, you're stacking. You're stacking 2 tight ends. And as long as you get 10 points out of that tight end, you're rock solid. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, I like Breven Jordan. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. There's a ton of guys. Some guy says F Higbee. Hey, man, it's okay. There's Everett there as well. There's Komet. There's Knox. There's other guys that get you guys your 10 points a week, every single week, all right? How does your draft strategy change in a league with 3 wide receivers? I'm still going robust RB. I'm relentless with my robust RB strategy, okay? Let me give you guys a quick story on a robust RB strategy. Now, I may have shot myself in the foot, but again, that's lion mentality. Let me share a story after I take a sip of water because my throat's dry. When you talk for like 40 minutes here almost, and you do a podcast prior to this, it gets tiring on your throat. So story time. I'm in the fishbowl. Last year, it was BS because I was top 4. And for some reason, I had one of the best records. But in the fishbowl, if you have a winning record in your league, there's guys with like lower records that finish on top of their leagues, right? They can qualify to continue on with the fishbowl. So I had a winning record. I was top 3, I think, in the league last year, but you don't qualify to continue on the fishbowl. But in a reality league, you're going to the championships. You're like top 4, right? You're in the playoffs. So long story short, I should have won the whole thing last year if I continued on. Long story short, this year in the fishbowl, particularly, everyone goes. It's a super flex league, so everybody went 2 wide receivers early, like literally, like first round. Russell Wilson was gone. Herbert was gone. Everybody was gone first round. I think there was like 1 or 2 players gone first round. I literally went robust RB. Listen to this. I went Henry. I went Najee. I went Mixon. I went Javonte. I went Walker. I got another sleeper running back later. Like literally in this draft, I ended up with my quarterbacks in that league. I ended up with Matt Ryan and Davis Mills, and I got a couple good backups as well. So those are my starters. Those are my quarterbacks, and I'm okay with that because I think they're both going to be relatively efficient, and I'm going to get 15 to 20 points a game out of Davis Mills and Matt Ryan every single week because Matt Ryan was always solid, right? He was under pressure last year. He had a bad offense. Thank you guys. I appreciate you, Joe Flo. Every single year, guys, Matt Ryan was consistent because I owned him in fantasy for several years. And last year, I mean, he just had enough. He wanted to change. He was under pressure a lot. He didn't have his wide receivers. Now he's got a good old line. He's got some solid receivers. They built him up with some good weapons with Mo Alley Cox. They got Alec Pearson there, Michael Pittman. Maybe Paris Campbell stays healthy. They got Jonathan Taylor. They got a good old line. So I'm comfortable, guys, with Matt Ryan as my, QB1. I don't care. It's, I got him later after I got my workhorse running backs. Those running backs are going to run wild all season. They're going to run over the entire league. You got Mixon, Najee, Henry, and Kenneth Walker and Javonte. Like, I'm running over this league. It's going to be wild. I can't wait. Let's keep going. A couple more questions here. I got to roll out. You guys know about tight end Breven Jordan. Yes, he's the tight end for Houston, guys. That's the guy I like. I like him as a sleeper. So many can sheeps this rank, guys. Do not listen to any other podcast for that matter. Only listen to other podcasts to laugh because they're completely out to lunch. Nobody had Najee in the top 10 last year. They all said Robert Woods ahead of him. And if you ask any analyst, you say, who's the number 1 wide receiver off the board this year? They're all going to say Cooper Kupp. They're just riding that train. They'll be off the train as soon as Cooper Kupp gets hurt or busts this year, which he will. He will bust this year. Not bust, but he will have a significant decline. Mark my word. You guys heard it here. Got to get 16 rounds, friend. Absolutely, guys. Get 16 rounds. So listen, guys, I got to roll out. I will be here every night at 9. So turn on notifications. And I'll see you guys. Thumbs up here, guys. I appreciate you. And I got to roll out. Go get 16 rounds as soon as we get off. Link in the bio. And join me on Patreon, patreon.com/FFcounselor for the only place for guaranteed direct access. Other than this, there's some direct access as well. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. It means a lot. And we'll talk soon, guys. Go get 16 rounds as soon as we get off. I appreciate you. And turn on notifications. I'm out. Let me say goodbye to Instagram first. And there we go. That's done. And YouTube, you guys get the last shot here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Have a great night, and leave a thumbs up. Hopefully, I answered some of those questions. I got to some people and give you guys some insight. Breakouts, you guys heard them. Brees Hall, Walker, and we should talk a little more breakouts. I just got caught up in the questions. Most of them more breakouts. But anyway, guys, subscribe, thumbs up. We'll talk soon.